Hi, Owen Medham here with the Cisco Webex TAC team. Today, I'm going to go over how to deploy SSO for Webex Control Hub using Google Workspaces. As an important note, make sure to complete the following instructions during a maintenance window, as this will affect user authentication to all Webex services. First, navigate in Control Hub to your organization settings and then scroll down the page to the Authentication section. Here, you'll see that SSO is currently deactivated. Click Activate SSO. First, you'll be asked what type of identity provider you're going to configure. For this example, we're going to use SAML. Next, you'll be presented with a pop-up window asking you to select a certificate. You have the choice of using a 3-year self-signed certificate or a 1-year publicly signed certificate. You could choose either, however, your choice may depend on the requirements for your organization. Once you've selected which certificate you want to select Download Metadata from the options at the bottom. In this setup, I'm going to use the Cisco recommended certificate and then download the metadata. Once you have this metadata, we can go over to Google Admin. However, leave this window open. Navigate to App, then Web and Mobile Applications in Google Admin. Once there, select Add App, then Add Custom SAML App. A new window will appear. Enter in a name for the application. I recommend using something that users and admins will recognize, like Webex SSO. Then click Continue. On the next page, select Download Metadata. Then select Next. For the next two fields, we need to look at the metadata file that we downloaded earlier from Control Hub. Open up the metadata and look for Entity ID at the top and Assertion Consumer Service, and paste them into Google Workspace like shown. Make sure that the name ID format is set to unspecified and that name ID is set to basic information-primary email. From here, select Continue and your SAML application is built. The final step inside of Google Workspace is to allow users to access the SAML application. Select the down arrow and a new page will appear. Here, select On for everyone. Now we will return to where we left off in Control Hub. Here, you'll upload the metadata file that you downloaded from Google Workspace ending in .xml. First, choose if you're going to upload the metadata file from your IDP or if you're going to manually enter in your IDP information. In this example, we're going to upload the file we downloaded from Google. By default, it is set to the less secure signature method. You can choose to keep this as it is or set it to more secure, as I have done here. Finally, upload the XML file that we downloaded from Google. Once uploaded successfully, select Next. Next, you'll be presented with the just-in-time provisioning information and SAML mappings. You can choose to customize this if you want, however, we're going to leave it as it is for now. You can come back to this configuration later if you want to edit this configuration. Select Next. Finally, you'll be presented with the Test SSO configuration section. Here, you can test your configuration to confirm if it was deployed successfully. You can sign in with your Google credentials, and if set up correctly, you should receive a single sign-on succeeded window, as shown here. Once completed with testing, return back to the Test SSO screen and click Next. If testing succeeded, select Successful Test, turn on SSO. If it failed, please select Unsuccessfully Tested and return back to the prior configurations to make sure everything was configured correctly. Select Save at the bottom of your screen, and your SSO configuration is applied and enabled for use. You can confirm that SSO is working, as you should now see your IDP and SP certificate information displayed in the Manage SSO and IDP section of Control Hub and see that SSO is showing as activated. Thank you for watching.